ගැටගැහිච්ච වැඩපිළිවෙලකට යන්න අපි සූදානම් වෙන්න.
The President said the government will take appropriate measures to meet all the requirements of the temple. The responsibility of building the society does not solely lie on him or the government. Not only members of the Sangha but public officials as well as the entire nation should also play a considerable role in this respect. If not, he added that a problem will arise as to the path the society would be moving into. The President further said he would take initiatives to solve the problems of the Mahasangha, strengthening and expanding the Sasanarakshaka Bala Mandala. It is of no use by developing the country if society is not virtuous. As the leader of the country, the President said his intention was to build a virtuous society. Head of the Buddhist Center of Girandurukote, the Venerable Napatawala Dhammananda Thera, in an Anusasana emphasized that the Viscos should make maximum contribution to make the President's desire a reality. Meanwhile, the President participated in a meeting of school principals in the Mahayangana area. The President called upon the principals to be committed for the upbringing of children in a fitting manner for the future. He said that there is a responsibility to develop this country and hand it over to the future generation. He stressed that they should be committed to creating a good future for future generations. He requested them to join hands in fulfilling this duty. The President recalled that his government has paid much attention for the education sector as never before. Provincial Minister Anuravidana Gamage, UPFA candidate Senuka Vidana Gamage and many other politicians participated in the occasion.
PAFRIL says that foreign representatives will arrive in the island before the 1st of next month to undertake the monitoring of the general election. PAFRIL has invited 50,000 foreign monitors to the island. Its executive director Rohana Hettiarachchi said the monitors would be representing the Asian network. They will be here to monitor a free and fair election. In addition, PAFRIL will also be deploying local monitors. Mr. Hettiarachchi said they're also finalizing arrangements in this respect. Meanwhile, a special circular has been issued on the deployment of officials for election duty. The Election Secretariat said 8 officials will be deployed for polling booths where there are less than 800 voters. The number of officials who will man polling centres between 800 and 1,200 registered voters will be 9. There will be 14 officials to man polling booths with registered voters numbering between 1,200 and 1,500. The special circular further said that 15 officials will man polling centres where more than 1,500 voters are registered. The CID has said that investigations are underway into the murder of the former editor of Sunday Leader newspaper Lasantha Wickrematunge. Investigations are being conducted on suspicious information. 6 soldiers were taken into custody for interrogation and released for service on the condition that they will be recalled if required in the future. The CID is focusing on the similarities between the attack on media person Upali Tennakon and the murder incident of Lasantha Wickrematunge. Reports say that similar weapons have been used in both attacks. Investigations are being continued. We'll be back with more local stories right after the break. On more local stories, the government is launching a program to control the spread of dengue with the onset of the rainy season. The health authorities have stressed that people's cooperation is required to destroy the breeding places of mosquitoes. Legal action will be taken against people who have mosquito breeding places in their premises. Last year, 122 such raids were conducted in the Colombo municipal area. Legal action was taken against 47 people who did not comply and collected 139,500 rupees as fines. The health authorities say that programs will be continued to obtain people's cooperation to eradicate the disease. Tourism promotion in the northern province has got off the ground. The Ministry of Tourism, in collaboration with the Sri Lanka Army, has set up a tourist information centre at Hospital Street in Jaffna Town to offer help and facilitate those visiting the northern peninsula. After the A9 road was reopened, around 300,000 local and foreign tourists arrived in the northern province, improving the income of farmers, businessmen and the self-employed. The demand for vegetables, fruits, handicrafts and ornamental goods has increased. The Minister of Tourism has instructed his ministry secretary to formulate a scheme to conserve sites of archaeological and religious importance in the north to minimize the damage caused to the environment. According to the Tourist Development Authority, the number of tourist arrivals in February reached 57,300. The Jaffna International Trade Fair 2010 will be held from 18th to 20th April at the Jaffna Central College. The aim of the exhibition is to strengthen trade links between the north and the rest of Sri Lanka. Your Gateway to Yalpanam will be organized by Lanka Exhibition and Conference Services Limited in collaboration with the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka. Indian exhibitors are also expected to participate in the trade fair, while the organizers are also planning to work together to have investor forums to develop Jaffna. The fair will display a range of products and services across a wide section of industries. The dawn of peace and the reopening of the A9 highway were the main reasons for the fair to attract many exhibitors. Meanwhile, the Jaffna Education Fair will be held between September 21st and 22nd in Jaffna. Arrangements are underway to issue indigenous medicines to the Japanese market. The export plant will be constructed in the Dambadeniya area. The medicinal plants will be cultivated at Hunnaskirya in Kandy. Prior approval for this project was granted under the patronage of Minister Anura Priyadarshana. The investing Japanese company is making an expenditure of 620 million rupees in this connection. The project will create a large number of direct and indirect employment opportunities. The director of the Japanese company said that there is much recognition among the Japanese public for indigenous systems of medicine. The minister said that several other such projects will be launched in the future. The Sri Lanka Tea Board and Sri Lanka Standards Institute have jointly implemented a national standards system for the tea industry to ensure its quality and price. The awareness program on this product certification scheme was held in Colombo recently. Sri Lanka lost its prime position as the world's largest orthodox tea exporter by September 2009. Export figures show that Sri Lanka is now in third place behind Kenya and China. Speaking at the awareness program on the product certification for the tea sector, Chairman of the Sri Lanka Tea Board Lalit Hettiarachchi pointed out that the industry had implemented innovative strategies to protect competitiveness. We'll be back with foreign news right after this break.